In that case, you should depart via the south gate, rather than the one you arrived through.
After all that, Kisara never came back to see us.
I'm surprised she slipped away without us noticing. Where would she even go? I hope this place survives. You think the Danins and Renins have a chance of getting along? We didn't really do much to change things around here, did we?
This realm had its own walls to overcome. And in the end, it was the people themselves who decided to break them down, without any help from us. I hope they keep going, I really do.
Yeah, well, if you say so, I guess. Huh?
All right. I leave command of the Gold Dust Cats in your hands.
You've got nothing to worry about, Kisara. I'll do your brother proud.
Looks like it's time to go. Take good care of Zare for me. All right, Lagiel?
You've got it. Stay safe, Kisara.
Did you come to say goodbye?
Actually, I was wondering if you could use another companion.
Huh?
Well, we certainly don't mind you coming along. We just figured you'd stay behind and help rebuild. These people could use you.
I thought much the same thing. However, in the end, something changed my mind. Ever since Miguel died, I've been thinking a lot. About where I went wrong, what I should have done differently. You know, that sort of thing. It's true that our dream of coexistence saved many Dahnan lives, but we were naive and short-sighted. I was so wrapped up in my idea of how things should be that I didn't see the problems that existed right in front of us. I thought we had been given a utopia. And so I never bothered to look too far past its surface. I chose to be ignorant. And because of that, because of me, my brother...
Miguel's death wasn't your fault, Kisara.
Perhaps you're right. But in the end, it was me he entrusted this dream to. I learned that nothing in this life is free, or gained without sacrifice. Now that I know that, I'll just have to figure out what else I don't know.
So, decided to join us?
I have. And hopefully I can continue to protect Elde Menancia from outside the dream world, for the sake of those still inside.
And here I thought you joined for an opportunity on my life.
In all honesty, I'm grateful to you. I truly am. I don't blame you for what happened. But I must also leave your service. No longer will I be defined by protecting a Renan Lord. From now on, when I fight to protect my dream. All I ask is that you do your part, that you fight alongside me, not just for those who used to believe in your dream, but for those that still do. Dohalim.
I understand. I'm no longer a lord anyway.
Well, this crew just gets bigger and bigger. All right, where to, team?
We make for Mahag Sar, the Valley of the Four Winds.
I'm amazed how easily you can move such a giant shield around like it's nothing.
Really? It's not actually as heavy as it looks.
It's really reassuring to have someone like you protecting us, though.
You know, I guess I never realized it before, but looking back, I've always been the sort to put myself in harm's way to protect those around me, even before I joined the Elde Menancia Guard. So in a way, using this shield to keep you all safe feels like it's what I was meant to do.
You don't need to worry about protecting me. I don't plan on relying on you.
That's okay. It doesn't matter if you do or not. I don't protect people because they ask me to. I do it because I want to, and because I think it's the right thing to do. That goes for you too, Dohalim.
Me?
Yes. You see, you and I both want the same thing. We have the same goal. That means it's in my best interest to continue to protect and keep you safe as well. Even now.
I'm not sure how much protecting I'll need either, but I appreciate the thought. I'm sure you'll do us proud, Kisara.
Right. You can all count on me.
What was Kelzalik even after in the end?
Isn't it obvious? Clearly he wanted the throne for himself, and was gonna have his goons execute Dohalim to get it.
He had to have known he couldn't hope to defeat a lord. He should have run while he had the chance, instead of holing himself up in the palace.
Maybe he thought he couldn't run? Either way, the outcome's the same.
So he got desperate and decided to go for broke?
One might argue that he was another victim of mine, in a sense.
Huh?
There is no greater calling in life to a Renin than the crown contest, yet I refused to take part. The shock he felt at that must have been truly immense, enough to drive him to revolt, even though doing so meant defying Renin hierarchy.
I know I've said this before, but Dahnans and Renins wouldn't coexist here if it wasn't for your stance.
But that was no lofty idealism on my part, nor do I feel any pride at what occurred.
Spare us the pity party. You literally just joined us to uphold those ideals.
Shionne!
No, she is absolutely correct. I shall speak no more of my misgivings.
I think Hootle senses something.
Mahag Saar. That makes 4 out of the 5 realms that I've visited.
Anything in order is all mine!
Take this!
An instant!
You're mine! It's over!
I'm on a roll!
So those are Dahnan astral arts. Huh.
Wow! Look what I just found.
I think there's someone in trouble here.
Well, let's...
Oh? Yeah. Yeah. Why?
What?
Yeah. Got it. Great. I hate that woman.
She was a handful, wasn't she?
What's wrong with being passionate? Not to mention, she was kind of cute.
Of course that's why you like her. Well... yeah. I don't think I'll ever quite warm up to her. but I can respect her passion for books.
That can't be. No.
Oh, wow!
Hey! Ugh.
Uh-huh.
Oh?
Always good to be back in familiar territory. You see anybody around here who could use our help?
We can't chase after...
Right.
Excuse me!
Well... Really?
Good.
What the? Seriously?
All right.
Okay, off we go. You think we can take that Zoogle?
If you're... We're gonna fight it. I'll cover you.
Let's dispose of the trash.
Dance in the wind!
You're mine!
Here!
Armor
If
won't
they rush
save you!
you gotta jump for cover, okay?
I'm on it!
You're finished!
Come and get it!
The flashing part's their weak point.
Here I come!
Oh, now you're
That
talking!
one's mine.
You're mine!
It's weakened.
This ends now!
Now I'm in the groove!
It's
Now!
turret!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Dance in the wind!
Sonic thrust! You're
Meteor!
done! Big thrust!
More for
Sonic
the
thrust!
stockpile.
Now or never!
Hear my call! Lightning away!
I'll put you through!
The enemy is going all out! Hear my
You're
call!
finished!
Falling behind. Charge like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop it. That move!
Here comes the big one!
Now you see what I can do!
If it's in the sky, it's mine. This one's mine.
Okay, here I go! Take
Now!
this! Chill!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Seems about right to me.
Hello.
Huh.
Huh?
Kisara.
Right!
Right, here goes! Take this! It's over! Big knuckle!
Leave the chargers to me!
Eat this!
Wow, that was a nice move there.
I know, right? Bet you couldn't do it.
So it's a grab here, thrust the left leg, then use the right arm to leverage over...
Stop memorizing my move!
What do you want to do about that big one?
Let's... Let's dispose of the trash.
Take this! It's over! Try harder! Now! My turn!
Aren't even natural?
Aim for the weak spot!
There! Go!
Armor won't save you!
Take this!
Now!
You're finished!
Here comes!
No
Not
escape!
in your dreams!
Now or never! First strike!
Raging Cascade!
No escape!
In here!
Burn!
More for the stockpile!
You're mine!
I'll do it!
Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
You're mine! Take this!
Up and at
You're mine!
Power of water!
I'm not done!
Just getting started!
They're crumbling!
Now beat the crap out of them!
Remind me to stay on your good side.
Stardust!
Do it!
Kisara! Go for it!
Prepare to crumble!
We won that by a mile!
Good.
Really now.
That was quite the little adventure we went on.
Okay.
Seriously?
Well,
What the?
That was quite the little adventure we went on. Mm-hmm. That was quite the little adventure we went on.
I hear a voice. Somebody's asking for help.
you okay?
Yeah!
Okay.
Huh?
Here we go!
Stay sharp. We're going in.
What do you want to do about that big one?
Let's take it down.
An opponent like this should be easy.
Are those rocks?
It's over! You're mine!
Flashing parts are weak points.
Just Sonic Crush!
Healing circle.
Pierce through!
Lightning orb. Mega ray.
Take this!
Watch this.
Eat dirt!
Here goes. Gemini aqua.
Can't get out of this!
Mega ray. Dance in the wind.
Take this!
We do it.
Ridwell! Demons descend! Flashing fang!
Pierce through!
Away!
Strike!
Gemini aqua.
I'm on it! Never do anything in order!
It's over! Try harder!
Light astral energy.
It's finished!
Let's do it.
Got him on the run!
Don't get cocky.
Right. Still anyone's fight.
I never miss. Dance in the wind.
Not today!
Air thrust.
Armor won't save you!
Take this!
Proton flash.
Oh! Look sharp!
Lightning Tiger Blade!
The heavens must be smiling.
Whew! I don't sense any more enemies.
Okay.
wonder what we'll find out there this time.
Most likely Zeugles, I would reckon.
I mean, other than them.
Right, here goes! You're mine!
And again!
Take this!
Well, someone seems in tip-top form.
Nothing new about that.
And still as humble as ever.
Wow! Look what I just found.
Hoo! Hoo hoo hoo! Hoo! Hoo hoo hoo! Hoo! Hoo hoo hoo! Hoo! Hoo hoo hoo! Hoo hoo! Hoo! Hoo hoo hoo! Hoo! Maybe something's going on in the forest.
An opponent like this should be easy. Here I come! You're finished! Here I come!
This is barely target practice.
Then why bother fighting them?
Because I certainly won't run away from a battle.
No choice!
You got company!
No escape! It's on! Take this!
The tide of battle has turned.
That's the power of comrades in arms.
Over so soon?
There's something in the water. I didn't realize there was a pond here.
Yeah, this is Taka Pond. And it happened to have saved my life once upon a time.
What do you mean?
As a kid, I survived life under the past lords by escaping here when I needed to. It's terrible to swim in, but great for catching a bite for dinner away from Renin eyes.
Bear in mind, our rations back then weren't enough to live off of. You had to take matters into your own hands if you wanted enough food to survive.
But how did you catch them? With your bare hands?
That might take a while. Fish are prone to swim away at the first sign of trouble.
I'd put bait or a lure on a line and use it with a fishing rod.
You must not be familiar with fishing if this sounds new to you. Here, let me show you how it's done. Where should I cast my line? Is this what I think it is? I'll let you go this time. Is this what I think it is? I'll let you go this time. There we go. I'll get you next time.
Hey, what do you think about that spot?
Good idea. I'll go for that one. I've got something. You've got to know when to quit. There we go. Well, it's not bad, per se.
You take your fishing pretty seriously.
And that's all there is to it.
Wow. It seems like you need to have good reflexes to catch anything. I don't know if it's really for me. Kisara? I think I've seen enough.
Oh, sorry. I guess I'm just in my own little world when I go fishing.
Looks like we're going to be here for a while.
That's how fishing goes. You wait for a bite, and then the real battle begins.
Miguel told me that different fish live in different regions, and you have to pick the right rod and lure for what you're hoping to catch.
But that doesn't change the fact it's a giant time sink.
Of course, each fish has its own unique flavor, too. And some of them are supposed to be extremely delicious.
When you put it like that, maybe it's worth me trying my hand at fishing after all.
You're just in it for the food.
I was hoping we'd get to fish during our travels. And it just so happens I made sure to grab my brother's old rod before I left Vicente. So, if you ever feel like fishing when we've got a little downtime, just let me know.
Good to hear. Thanks for showing us.
Okay!
I'm always amazed what healing arts can do.
Just doing my job. No need to thank me.
We should be able to cook here.
Hey. Is it just me, or have those two barely spoken a single word to one another?
I know, right? But after everything that happened with Miguel, is it really any wonder?
Kinda puts a damper on the whole journey, though, huh? How long do you think they're gonna keep this up?
If it bothers you that much, why don't you ask them?
Why do I have to ask?
How come you walk together like that?
She really doesn't beat around the bush.
You mean Kisara and myself?
You hadn't noticed? You've been practically joined at the hip ever since we left Vicente.
I guess it's force of habit, most likely. I was always ready to protect him, should the need arise. It sort of came with the job description.
Right. From being in the Elder Menancia Guard. Although, Dohalim's pretty capable of defending himself, isn't he?
Having guards doesn't necessarily mean the one being guarded is weak. No one's perfect all the time.
Even so, it's not like they're entirely wrong, Kisara. You're no longer in my employ, after all.
I don't know. I mean, if it's what she's used to and you're both comfortable with it, then who are we to judge?
But she doesn't serve him anymore. It isn't normal for her to keep following him around like she still does.
You know, she's probably right. And a lot has changed over the last few days. I guess it wouldn't hurt to rethink our relationship in light of the new circumstances. Perhaps I'll give it some thought after all. Does that sound all right by you?
Of course.
You might want to stop asking his permission for every little thing while you're at it.
Sorry. It's not that easy, shaking off old habits. I'll probably need a little time to get fully used to it. I've noticed that sometimes we come across enemies who fight like you, and try to dodge our attacks at the last second.
I hate those guys. I can get some hits in when they move into attack, but otherwise they slip past damn near everything else I throw at them.
If what you're seeking is a way to more reliably hit them, there is a solution.
Try to outclass them on reflexes?
I possess the ability to command Earth elemental beings to some extent. They emerge as the land itself and take root on my command. They will swiftly bind the enemies, at which point you can dispatch them.
Huh?
What he means is that he can make plants grow to hold the enemies in place. At least I think that's probably what he's saying.
I'm glad at least one of us understands him. So basically, if we find an enemy that likes to dodge, we should let Dohalim handle it.
I shall do what I can within my modest means to help.
Why are you looking at me like that?
That armor you wear is standard issue for the Menancian Guard, right?
Originally, I've added some flair to it in a lot of places.
I noticed, especially with that open back.
We guardsmen pride ourselves on never showing our back to our enemies. It's my way of making myself live up to that. Plus, it makes it that much lighter and easier to maintain.
Dohalim, do you have anything to say about this?
Every guardsman is allowed to wear their armor as they see fit.
And you, La?
Huh? Why are you asking me? yeah! There's no way you can complain about how this tastes!
Kisara, let's talk for a bit. Maintaining your shield? It's becoming a familiar sight.
Miguel was the one who taught me how to maintain my equipment after I first joined the Guard. Now, it's just a part of my routine.
Your brother always seems to come up whenever I talk to you.
That's because we had no other relatives, so it was just the two of us growing up. He was my idol, the one I looked up to and wanted to be like. When I became a guardsman, Lagiel wasn't too pleased to see me at first. It was Miguel who really welcomed me aboard.
Lagiel? Oh, right. She was Miguel's second in the Gold Dust Cats, wasn't she?
That's right. She's always been a very critical and down-to-earth person. In other words, the complete opposite of a dreamer like me.
You're more an idealist than some pie-in-the-sky dreamer.
Even so, that's my brother's doing. He'd never let me stop seeing a brighter world. He always did what he could to keep me smiling and happy.
You must have meant a lot to him.
He wasn't just kind, either. He always worked so hard to set an example for me and everyone else around him. He was a true big brother. So much so that when he thought I was asleep, he'd slip out of the house to go training on the outskirts of town.
You seem to know a lot about it.
That's because I only pretended to be asleep and would follow after him. You know what? I'm at a good stopping point with my shield. If you've got time, how about I tell you a couple more Miguel stories?
I guess I'd better get comfortable.
See you tomorrow. Before we go, do you guys have everything?